Whether you're nostalgic for home cooking or just a food lover with a sense of adventure, there is a new kind of website that you should probably know about.
Yeah, it's a startup website that hopes to bring America's most legendary dishes to your front door. Yeah, your front door. NBC's Consumer Bob has more on that.
So you tell us what you're doing here today, Jen.
Today we are at the NBC Studios telling people about chemtrails and hopefully getting on the news and getting our word out there about aerosol spraying and geoengineering.
We're going to take a much closer look at when we can expect the hottest day for the current warming trend. The details coming up.
All right, Dagmar, thank you.
An East County girl is reunited with the hospital staff who saved her life.
Tell us what you know about the chemtrails and what made you come out here.
The reason I'm very upset about this is that we see that there's spraying going on in our skies. I know traditionally when any grower sprays anything, they used to warn people for days on end. You know, close your windows, make sure all this pesticide doesn't go in your houses, blah, 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 blah. Now they're spraying our environment without even telling us, without even asking our permission. And I'm very concerned about what is in these sprays and why aren't they telling us. And it's just wrong. We need to be in control of what they're putting up there and in fact of being able to stop it if we don't like it.
Well, we are experiencing some warm weather, and it will be a huge factor in Sunday's marathon because runners, they don't like the heat.
Yeah, but when it comes to dealing with the elements, one runner is already a winner, you could say. NBC7.
So I hear one of the major chemicals that they're using is like aluminum, barium, and strontium.
Absolutely, and aluminum is known to be very detrimental to the body. Isn't that what causes Alzheimer's?
Alzheimer's,
and we are having just enormous rises in the cases of Alzheimer's. And you know, then they say, well, we don't know what's causing it. Well, I think, you know, they're not looking, and that's the problem. They don't want to know.
Intentionally want to know, or you think it's just not easy?
Well, they're ignoring what it is they're doing and what the causes, what it's causing. So I think we're all in big trouble, and we need to be more demanding. But as long as our media lies to everybody, you know, it would be normal for the media to react to this, for the media to say, what is that stuff up in the sky? But they never do this. They just totally act like they're brainless. You know, our media does not react to things that they should be reacting to. And therefore, the people are in danger.
Well said.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here in San Diego,
Sure.
to protect yourself against those elements. But there are companies that make very light stuff, and he said he had to wear 3 layers of clothing throughout the race. You would stop in the tent to change a couple of times because there were actually parts of the race where the ice wasn't solid, and the runners would fall through, and so they would get wet. They'd have to change out, and it was just an incredible journey, as you can see. And by the way, if you're interested,
You're right. I don't think so.
The cost to get in is about $15,000, which gets you from Norway to the North Pole and the experience of a lifetime.
And life insurance too, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Great
interesting.
story.
Thanks, Artie.
Thanks. Good luck tomorrow.
Sunday.
Coming up, oh yes, sorry, Sunday, yes. Coming up, how a piece of art is helping young patients heal. There is a new top speller in the country. We're going to hear about his winning strategy coming up.
Confirmed touchdowns, so some very serious weather conditions again.
We know you'll be monitoring it. Thank you.
Thanks, Dagmar.
Yeah.
The news at 5 o'clock is coming up next.
Mark Mullen is here with a look at what's straight ahead. Mark?
Okay, but we still don't know exactly what. It's kind of nice that we don't know everything. That's big, mysterious in terms
Except
of.
for the scientific, yes. Well, I know that we've been dealing a lot with some military activity in terms of chaff anyway, and that's something that I experienced for the first time yesterday. That was a whole lot of fun. And that's where the military just basically dumps some of the tiny particles of plastic or metal, mylar, into the atmosphere. And basically they do this when we do already have weather in the area, because it's been around since as long as radar has been around, because that's the shot from yesterday's 6 o'clock show. What they do is try to confuse ground-based Doppler radar systems, and as Mark put it so kindly, ground-based meteorologists. And yes, ladies and gentlemen of the armed forces, it worked well. That's a shot of the mylar. That's a shot of the chaff, again, moving through the atmosphere yesterday. As you can see, a very distinctly different pattern from when a storm system would move through.
Let's talk about military chaff. You may or may not have heard of this. Now, chaff is something that the aircraft are equipped with. It's a spray that they put out in the atmosphere to confuse ground radars. It's a protection against, say, the radar-guided missiles, okay? So when they're flying these chaff patterns, they'll chaff the sky, and it shows up on radars. Now, I was looking at my radar wondering, could it have been a flight pattern? Well, here's what happened. I called the National Weather Service, and something interesting here. They confirmed that this, right here, this and this are not rain. That was not rain on our radar. So this is not rain. What is it? Could it have been chaff? Well, we may never know. But as a meteorologist, I know that bugs and birds can also cause it. I don't think that was it because it's sort of in a straight line. So that leads me to believe that it could have been a flight pattern.
Step up, step up, step up, step up.
Welcome back and happy Friday to you. You made it through your work week. It is 11:12.
Step up.
That's right, we have a mixture of sun and clouds. It's actually turning out to be a beautiful afternoon as we expected. But what can we expect this weekend? I have your complete forecast coming up on the other side of the commercial break. Stay here. It's a veil of clouds, it's thin clouds, and we can make out the blue sky. It's a pretty afternoon in San Diego. In any case, you can make out that those clouds are breaking as we expected. We're looking at a sun-cloud mix, and that's what we're going to see for the rest of the afternoon.
But you're seeing that cloud cover out there that continues to block out a lot of sunshine, although we did pretty much get to the highs that we expected today. Again, a lot of mid and upper level cloud cover moving through, and I know some folks sent me pictures yesterday of the sun with the circle around it. That's that high level, those high level ice crystals that reflect that light so beautifully.
Moscow, he caught this video right here of the atmospheric phenomenon known as the sundog. The halo effect from the sun was visible over the Russian capital over the weekend. The temperature was 4 below zero. A sundog happens when light is refracted through ice crystals in the atmosphere.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Or something else. Mysterious. Surf's up. Or something else. Mysterious. Surf's up. Way up.
That's right. In fact, a high surf advisory is in effect along our coast. How long it's expected to last, and the dangers if you go in the water.
Yes, we got a little something for everyone this week. If you're a surfer, you want to go out and hike, I'll be back in a few moments. We're going to talk about how warm it's going to, it's starting to sound like a broken record, how warm it's going to get this week. Again, stay with us. Those details are all coming up.
Welcome back. It's 11:17. Another beautiful day in San Diego. Jody Kodish will have San Diego's most accurate weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Absolutely. Today's weather is panning out to be exactly what I expected it to be. It's a pretty afternoon, leading to a very pretty night. Let's take a look right now outside and let you see it. If you're sitting on your couch and not near a window, you can make out the cloud coverage in the background, but for the most part, we are seeing a sun and cloud mix. Most of the clouds are real high, and so we have a thin veil, and we're seeing really pretty conditions. Let's take a look at the temperatures across the county. As we woke up this morning, we were overcast west of the mountains, but if you're in the mountains and in the deserts, you woke up to this, sunshine and a few wispy clouds. Good morning, San Diego. Today starts a pretty hefty warm-up. Hard to believe given all the cloud coverage, but these clouds are coming up out of the south, and we will be seeing these clouds all day today. So it is a sun and cloud mix, and at times more clouds. Good morning to you, San Diego. Look, these clouds, this is our mountain camera looking down at our marine layer and then some mid and upper level clouds. That's an indication that we have something approaching, and we really do.
And then later on today, as this trough of low pressure continues to sag down the state, we should see all of this blue here fill in with cloud cover, and this will continue to become a major marine layer, thicker and thicker through to the day to day until we can maybe squeeze out some moisture around sunset or shortly thereafter.
We've got some rain going on, right, Jody, with the most accurate weather forecast?
Oh, absolutely, and plenty of it. In fact, the North County, you have been the spot all day. We are seeing this line of rain form.
The weather comes in waves, and sort of the accidents.
Now let's check on that forecast. Most accurate. Here's Jody.
Oh, it's going to be nice today. We are going to be mostly sunny, but with some streaming high clouds, as you see here.
Hey, Jody, sounds good. Now back to the Today Show.
motion. So these clouds are going to be with us, looks like all day long. I don't see this thing pulling south and out of the way. So I'm going to call it partly cloudy because of the high clouds all day. Today, absolutely gorgeous. Partly cloudy to, mostly cloudy at times, depending on that high cloud cover.
Today, dry, clear, cool, crisp, exactly how a fall day should be.
We will continue to see some of those high clouds move through today. As we watch our clock go throughout the day, you see a little bit of high cloud cover kind of moving through, much like we saw develop yesterday afternoon and like what we're seeing this morning so far.
Hey there, we'll have some cloud coverage thrown into the mix today, so we will add those clouds to our sunshine and what we get today for our forecast.
Now let's get a look at San Diego's most accurate weather forecast. Jody, how's it looking?
Pretty nice, Marianne. Look at that. We have a few wispy clouds out there, but for the most part, we are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies today, and it's going to be beautifully warm this afternoon. We're already mild out.
Okay, Jody, thanks very much. Now back to the Today Show.
It's nice, right? I mean, looking outside, just a haze. Thank you, Marianne. Hey, we are looking out right now. Beautiful haze. That's about it. It's a good way to describe it. Beautiful up top, but a bit of a haze. Today it's going to be absolutely gorgeous this afternoon. A little warm in the valleys because our temperatures continue to run so far above average.
Thanks, Jody. Back to you today.
Good morning, San Diego. Well, if Monday has you dragging with daylight saving time, take a look outside. This ought to wake you up. Isn't that gorgeous? Start to our morning.
Right now, we might be topping off the day at about low 70s, but overall, in areas like Baringo Springs, it really is going to be warming up just a bit. So
a lot of clouds in the morning, then some sunshine in the afternoon. Today is going to be a day where we see those clouds sticking around much of the day. Let's take a look at our weather story.
It's still beautiful. Still beautiful.
Oh, sure is. And what a picturesque day to spot some whales. Look at it out there. It's beautiful, and it feels like summer.
Oh, it's definitely hot. That's for sure, Dagmar.
I know, and this is why whales and sunshine. This is why San Diego is one of the world's best destinations for vacation. We've enjoyed a really nice day today. It's been beautiful. We've been seeing some filtered cloud, and this is interesting. Despite the mid-level and upper-level filtered sunshine, still at 72. In San Diego, La Jolla at 64. Touch cooler there. That's been the norm, though. Poway at about 83. La Mesa, 82. Continuing to see that filtered cloud moving in from the south and the southeast. I'm going to show you what the origin of that cloud layer is and what the next system will be. That may touch off a shower or two heading on through the weekend in just a few minutes.
Also ahead, our friend Greg Bledsoe in for Dagmar today.
Yeah, no storms rolling in here, although things are changing along the coast. Still very sunny for our mountains right now. We'll tell you what you can expect coming up for your day tomorrow and heading into the weekend.
Conservation measures for the county. And the agency,
but really not getting that dangerous fire weather out of it. So temperatures stay warm, humidity is feeling great. The Futurecast cloud model, we'll start to see some bands of that mid and upper level cloud cover flowing in from the west, much like what we have been seeing.
As we put our cloud forecast into motion, look at these bands of subtropical moisture just rolling over the county. And you can see them. It looks like just rows of clouds, and that's exactly what we're dealing with until about 3 o'clock. It looks like things will get a little bit better, at least for a while. The low clouds and fog will be back in tonight.
Patchy dense fog along our shorelines, a high surf advisory, and a red flag warning. Yes, details on all of that coming right up.
Okay, if you're headed up to Julian or out Ramona Way, maybe Borrego Springs, yeah, you're going to have a few clouds out that way, but mostly sunshine and beautiful, beautiful weather all the way around. The rest of us can be dealing with some lingering clouds, certainly this side of the mountains.
We're just going in front of the
NBC7 News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Artie Ojeda.
And I'm Danya Backus. We begin with a deadly shooting at a shopping mall. The mall was packed, a very busy Saturday, when a man apparently opened fire inside. Shoppers inside the suburban Maryland shopping center ran for their lives. Others hid in stores. And when it was all over, 3 people were dead. NBC's Brian Moore reports the shooter was apparently one of them. Both worked at a skate shop in the mall.
A major theft has an East County softball league wondering if they'll even have a season.
Oh.
That's the news for you. That's the news for you. Can't see it at all now.
Those three will then have a final audition during spring training.
And you know, that's a lot harder than it thinks.
Oh,
you have
absolutely.
the speaker, the echo.
Yeah.
Good luck to
Wow.
everyone.
Interesting.